Today, I am covering 7 walking mistakes that are incredibly common after 50, and more importantly, exactly how to fix each one starting today. Some of these are about how your body moves. Some are about habits you have built over years without realizing the cost. And at least one of them is going to genuinely surprise you, because it is something almost every person does and almost no doctor thinks to mention. Stay with me until mistake number 7, because that one is the silent habit that doctors see, causing the most long-term damage in people who consider themselves active and healthy. Let us begin. Mistake 1. Starting your walk too fast. The first mistake is stepping outside and immediately walking at full speed. It feels motivated. It feels efficient. But here is what is actually happening inside your body. Your muscles are still stiff, your joints have not yet been warmed and lubricated by movement, and your cardiovascular system is still idling at a resting state. Forcing a brisk pace onto a cold, unprepared body spikes your heart rate unnecessarily and puts your joints under stress they are not ready to handle. Doctors often see this exact pattern in patients with persistent knee pain who otherwise do everything right. The fix takes only 3 to 5 minutes. Start every walk at a deliberately slow, easy pace. Let your body wake up gradually. Let your joints find their rhythm. Then build your speed naturally from there. That simple change protects your knees, reduces strain, and makes the entire walk feel better from start to finish. Mistake 2. Collapsed posture. While walking, here is where things get more serious and more invisible. Most people never notice their posture is collapsing while they walk. The shoulders roll forward, the head drifts out in front of the body, the gaze drops toward the ground. It feels completely natural. But the damage it creates is anything but. Here is the science. Your head weighs around 10 to 12 pounds when balanced directly over your spine, but for every inch it shifts forward, the load on your neck and upper back muscles roughly doubles. By just 2 or 3 inches of forward drift, which is entirely normal in people with collapsed walking posture, those muscles are working as if they are supporting 20 to 30 pounds. Every step, the entire walk. Over time, this creates chronic neck tension, upper back pain, and compressed breathing. Because when your chest collapses forward, your lungs cannot fully expand. Less oxygen in, less energy out. The fix is one mental image. Imagine a thin string attached to the top of your head, gently lifting you upward. Chin parallel to the ground, shoulders soft and slightly back, chest open, eyes forward. Hold that image for the first 30 seconds of your walk, and your body will do the rest. Before I move on, when you walk, do you tend to look at the ground or look ahead? Drop your answer in the comments. You might be surprised how many people share the same habit. Here is something worth pausing on. According to research, people who walk consistently for just 20 to 30 minutes most days can reduce their risk of early death by up to 30% compared to those who are largely sedentary. 30%. Not from running, not from the gym. From walking, done correctly and done regularly, that is a statistic worth protecting. Mistake 3. Wearing the wrong shoes. This one surprises people every time. Most people assume their shoes are fine because they feel fine. But here is what most people do not know. The cushioning inside a walking shoe begins to break down after roughly 300 to 500 miles of use, even when the outer sole still looks completely intact. Your shoe can look perfectly fine while providing almost no shock absorption whatsoever. After 50, this matters enormously. The cartilage in your knees and hips has had 5 decades of use. It is thinner than it was. It recovers more slowly. When your shoes stop doing their job, your joints absorb every single impact alone. Doctors frequently find that patients developing knee or hip pain out of nowhere simply have not replaced their walking shoes in 2 or 3 years. A good walking shoe needs real cushioning in the heel and forefoot, proper arch support to keep your foot aligned, and a flexible sole that allows natural movement. If you cannot remember the last time you replaced yours, that is your answer. Mistake. 4. Walking too infrequently. This next mistake is about habit rather than technique, and it is one of the most common patterns doctors see in people over 50 who are trying to stay active. The mistake is treating walking as an occasional event. One long walk on a Saturday, a burst of daily walks for 2 weeks followed by nothing for 10 days. The intention is good, but the biology does not respond to intention. It responds to consistency. Your body is an adaptation machine. It strengthens the systems you use regularly and quietly begins to scale back the ones you do not. Research shows that even 1 to 2 weeks of inactivity can begin reversing cardiovascular gains that took months to build. The goal is not perfection, it is regularity. 20 to 30 minutes, 5 days a week, is genuinely enough to produce measurable health benefits, but only if it happens consistently, not occasionally. Mistake. 5. Keeping your arms still. But this next mistake is something almost everyone overlooks, and it is one of the easiest to fix once you know about it. Most people walk with their arms hanging motionless at their sides. It feels relaxed, but your arms are supposed to be part of the movement. Natural arm swing serves a real biomechanical purpose. When your right leg steps forward, your left arm swings forward to counterbalance, stabilizing your spine and reducing rotational strain on your lower back. Without that movement, your lower back absorbs micro-rotation with every single step, across thousands of steps that accumulates. Active arms also engage your upper body muscles, increase your heart rate slightly, improve circulation, and make your overall walking rhythm smoother and more natural. You do not need to exaggerate the motion. Simply bend your elbows to roughly 90 degrees and let your arms swing freely in opposition to your legs. That is all. One small adjustment with a surprisingly large impact. Mistake 6. Walking. While looking at your phone, you might be doing this every single day without understanding what it is costing your body. And if you own a smartphone, which you almost certainly do, this one is going to feel personal. Walking while looking at your phone pulls your head forward by 4 to 5 inches on average. As we already covered, that dramatically increases the load on your neck and upper spine. But phone walking is worse than general posture collapse because it is sustained and completely unconscious. You stop noticing you are doing it. The second problem is balance and safety. After 50, the body's balance system requires more active attention to maintain stability. When your focus is on a screen, your environmental awareness drops to near zero. Your reaction time slows. The risk of missing a step, tripping on uneven ground, or losing your footing on a curb increases significantly. And after 50, a fall is not a minor inconvenience. It can have serious and lasting consequences. The solution is simple and costs nothing. Put your phone away before you walk. Let those 20 or 30 minutes belong entirely to your body. You will be safer, more present, and you will get genuinely more out of every minute. Mistake 7. Ignoring recovery. After your walk, and here we are. Mistake number 7. The one I mentioned right at the start. The one that is almost never talked about, and the one that doctors see causing quiet, cumulative damage in people who walk regularly and still feel like something is not quite right. The mistake is treating the walk as the complete health habit and ignoring everything that comes after it. Here is what most people do not realize. Even gentle walking creates small amounts of microscopic stress in your muscles and connective tissue. That stress is not harmful. It is actually what triggers your body to adapt, strengthen, and improve. But that adaptation only happens during recovery. Skip the recovery, and you are only completing half the cycle. Recovery after walking has 3 simple components. The first is hydration. Muscles need water to function and repair. And after 50, the sensation of thirst becomes less reliable, meaning you can be mildly dehydrated without feeling thirsty at all. A glass of water before and after every walk makes a real difference. The second is gentle stretching. 2 to 3 minutes after your walk, when your muscles are warm, focusing on your calves, hamstrings, and hip flexors can dramatically reduce next-day stiffness and protect your joints long-term. Most people skip this because it feels optional. It is not optional. The third is rest. 1 or 2 rest days per week are not a failure. They are when your body consolidates everything your walking has built. Embrace them. Walking is not just the time you spend outside. It is the full cycle of movement, recovery, and consistency. Respect all three, and the results are entirely different. So there you have it. 7 mistakes, every one of them fixable. Starting too fast, collapsed posture, worn-out shoes, inconsistent habits, still arms, phone distraction, and neglected recovery. None of these require money or equipment. They require awareness and the decision to do things a little differently. Starting today, do not ignore this if you genuinely care about your health, because walking done correctly is one of the most powerful, most accessible medicines available to you, completely free, available every single day. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 7 mistakes surprised you most? And tell me where in the world you are watching from. I read every comment, and I would love to hear from you. If this video was useful, press the like button right now. It helps this reach people who need it. And subscribe for more honest, science-backed health content every week. And before you go, here is a question I genuinely want your opinion on. Do you think most people over 50 have been given enough real, specific guidance on how to exercise correctly? Or has the health conversation always been too vague? Let me know below. Next, watch this video where I reveal exactly what happens inside your body when you eat 4 eggs every day, including one effect that will genuinely surprise you. Your health is built one small daily decision at a time. Make this one count.